Hey, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Backwoods Escape. I've got another pack review for you here. Today I am talking about the Goshawk 6300 from Seek Outside. Now, I have done a pack video on my Mystery Ranch pack. If you're curious to hear what I think about that one, you can go ahead and check out that video right over here. But this one, I got this one for a couple of different reasons. One, it's bigger than my Mystery Ranch pack, and sometimes I go on longer trips, which means I need more gear. So I was in the market for something that could fit a little bit more space. And also, even for trips that are not longer but are in cold weather, you need to pack a lot more layers. So for those types of trips, that's why I was looking into a bigger pack, and I ended up landing on the Goshawk 6300. And another reason I went for it, the final reason, is I was looking for a lighter weight pack. The Mystery Ranch pack weighs roughly 7 pounds all on its own, depending on what add-ons you have on too. I pretty much have all the add-ons. I think if it's just like the bear pack, I think it's around 6 pounds, but I have pretty much every single add-on there. But for this pack, bare minimum, it's gonna weigh around a little over 3 pounds. I have all the add-ons once again though, so this one with nothing in it weighs about 4 pounds, but still that's a 3 pound difference from the Mystery Ranch pack. And so it was a great way, or I thought it was a great way to cut down on some weight. So let's kind of get into the specs here, and just FYI, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to like easily twist and turn this around. I've got a 45-pound weight in here right now, which I will talk about in a second. I'm doing a little ruck hike and taking a break right now. But this is, according to Seek Outside, 6,300 cubic inches, which I think they sell themselves short. I'm not exactly sure how they calculated that, because you'll see here in just a second, I'm going to open this all the way up, and I think they're selling themselves short. So one thing that is unique about this pack is that there's only one zipper that goes along here on the edge. The top, you don't open it with a zipper. So it's got this clip on, and then you unwind it like this, and then that opens up the pack. So you can see how tall this gets. Again, I think they're selling themselves short by saying it's 6,300 cubic inches. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but it feels like it's a lot more. I mean, you could easily fit this whole thing, buckle it right there, and then boom, you have all of your gear in there. So like I said, nice big pack. Inside of here, obviously I'm not gonna be able to show you that, but there's nothing in terms of pockets or storage or zippers. It's just a bare bag in there. So I'm trying to determine whether I like that or not. I haven't been using it long enough to kind of give like a affirmative yay or nay. I know some people love the fact that there's no pockets and zippers in here. I know some people that hate it, but I just want to make sure that you're aware of it when you're evaluating this. One thing that I do think is a little bit of a bummer about that though is that there is no pocket for a bladder. I'm personally a bladder fan. I know bladders are super controversial, but I find them great and convenient way to consume water on the go without having to take your pack off. But this one does not have that. Again, it's completely bare in there. Now, the material for this one, it's pretty unique. It's really different from most packs that you find out there. So this is made from Ultra PE 400. Now, if you're like me, when you first read that probably means nothing to you. So the best way I can describe it is that it kind of feels like what a ground tarp feels like. It's not the same material, but just to kind of give you a little bit of a comparison, that's probably the closest thing I can compare it to. But there are some benefits to that. It is super lightweight and it is extremely water resistant. Now, that does not mean it is waterproof. It just means it is extremely water resistant. So if you are out and it does start raining, you don't need to feel rushed to go and get your pack cover and stuff like that. You can probably go, I honestly don't know, but I would feel comfortable going 15-20 minutes with this in the rain before I actually break out my pack cover and cover it up and stuff like that. It'll be extremely water resistant. It's got the pockets on the sides. So this one right here, and this one right here. The pockets on the belt, those do not come with it. That is something you have to buy separately. Same thing with the cell phone case. As a matter of fact, these and the cell phone case, they're actually not even Seek Outside brand. They're Gossamer gear. I'm not a huge fan of the belt ones. I think I'm going to replace them with a different brand. I might do a different separate review on that. And then in terms of other features with this one, you can optionally have the lid on here. So I have it, and then you can optionally have the talon. So that's just dependent on whether you want things that are quick and easy to grab kind of on the exterior of your pack, or if you're comfortable with the fact that everything is stuffed in here and you have to open up your pack every single time, then you can just get rid of the talon and the lid right here. So, you know, what are my overall thoughts on this? Well, like I said, I'm in the middle of a ruck hike right now. I have a 45-pound weight in here, and it was very comfortable. I will have to say, wearing this on my back going up this mountain, I was pleasantly surprised with just how comfortable it was. As comfortable as a 45-pound weight can be, right? You're always going to have some level of discomfort, but I think this one did a really great job. And I have used it in rainy situations, and like I said, I wasn't running to put my pack cover on. You know, I probably got like 10 minutes of exposure of rain to this, and it kept my gear dry, and then I eventually put my my actual pack cover on. This is also a breakaway backpack, so if you are hunting, the pack here, I'm not going to do it right now, but it will separate the frame. You can kind of see right here, it will separate out, so you can then store some meat right there for some meat hauling. So a lot of really great features with regards to this pack, and like I said, it is extremely lightweight, lightweight than just about any other pack out there of similar size that is a breakaway pack. There are some lighter packs, but they're not breakaway packs, so kind of just keep that in mind. So overall, I do really like this pack. I'm enjoying it. I've only had it for less than a year. One thing I will say is that in comparison to my Mystery Ranch pack, let me just do kind of a side-by-side comparison there. It doesn't feel as durable as the Mystery Ranch pack does. Now, that doesn't mean it won't be. Like I said, I've only had this for less than a year, but just kind of like when I touch the material, the Mystery Ranch pack, if you remember in my review, I said that thing feels like it's bomb-proof. This one doesn't exactly feel like that, but again, that doesn't mean it's not durable. Like I said, I've had this less than a year, and so I can't, you know, I'm certainly not saying it's not durable. I just kind of want to give you my perception of kind of just the feeling of the material and the build and stuff like that. But overall, I am liking it. And if I were to do a side-by-side comparison with this one and my Mystery Ranch pack, they have different purposes, right? So I can't say that one is better than the other. They're really pretty equal. So basically, my Mystery Ranch pack, that is what I'm going to use for shorter trips that are in hotter weather because it has the bladder. And this one I'm going to use for longer trips, right? That's pretty much how I'm going to divide them. I don't think one is superior to the other. I think they both have their strengths and weaknesses, and I'm glad they're both in my arsenal, and I'll keep on using them for that. So that is the breakdown for this pack. If you have any questions about this, let me know, and I'll have a link for it down below. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.